Good afternoon. It's Mrs.Z. Today we are talking about Lesson 11, Word Problem, Grade 5, Mission 5, Lesson 11. All right? Word Problem. Let's see. Mrs. Golden wants to cover 6.5 foot by 4 foot bulletin board with the silver paper that comes 1 foot square inches. How many squares does Mrs. Golden need to cover her bulletin board? Will there be any fractional pieces of silver paper left over? Okay, this is question. Will there be any fractional pieces of silver paper left over? And also, how many squares does Miss Golden need to cover her bulletin board? Explain why or why not. Draw a sketch to show your thinking. Okay. So the first thing is imagine bulletin board, 6 by 5 and 6.5 foot by 4 foot. So let's see if I take and create that bulletin board. I'm going to make a line right here. Okay, so let me use 6.5 centimeters. So I'm going to use, okay, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, only 6.5, so I don't need this extra piece. Okay, let me see if I just make a white out. Right, okay, that's a 6.5 foot. Okay, 6.5 feet, and then or 6.5. You can see this as 6.5 if it's easier for you. And then by 4, I'm gonna do the perpendicular line to it, and I need 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do 2 here. Right, here is the 4 feet. Okay, now I'm going to create a rectangle around. Okay, and that means this is a half, and then the holes. So you can see right here. This is her bulletin board, and now what I'm doing is I'm creating the squares that she will need. So see how many the silver squares she will need to have. If those are, so right now you can see this is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and this is a half, so or 0.5. Okay, and this is 1, 1, 1 or 4 feet. So this represents 4 feet, and this represents 6.5 feet. So when you say 1 times 1, 1 by 1, these are the whole squares. So she can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I'm going to show you how that is connected. So 24 whole square feet. if you look at, you can see that 6 times 4 is 24. So 4 by 6. 6 times 4 makes 24 whole squares. Now, this is not a whole feet, so it's a half a feet. So half, this is half times 1, so that is half of a foot square. This is a half of a square, this is a half a square, and this is half. So when you look this half and this half, these, they will make one whole square. And then this is also one half and a half. So now we can figure it out how many whole squares she needs. So she needs 24, and plus 2 more, it's 26 squared. So there will not be left over in fractions when she does her work. She can have 26 squares, and then she will have 24 whole squares, and then she will have 2 squares that she will cut in half to put these bulleting parts and to cover these half of the square on a bulletin board. When we calculate this on the in the picture, you can also label this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So that's how you're going to prove it on the picture. That is 26 square feet. Okay, and then we will do the mathematics. Okay, so let's see if that is bulletin board. She needs covered area. Let's see if she had 6.5 times 4. So here's, if you like, you can do 65 times 4. 5 times 4 is 20. Remember 2. 4 times 6 is 24, plus 2 is 26. So we have here the tenths, because these were 65 tenths. Okay, so if this is tenths, your answer is going to be 26.0. So the answer is area equals 26 square foot. Okay, square feet. Okay. You could also think about this. 6 times 4 is, look, 6 times 4 is 24, and 4 times half. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 times half. Half plus half plus half plus half. 4 halves is 2, and that is 24. That's another way to see that that way. You could think about 6.5 times 4, and then you can think about to use distributive property. So 4 times 6, and what is a half of 4? So you can say 6 times 4 is 24, plus what is half of 4? That's 2. Or what is a 4 times half? Like 4 times half. Or what is half of 4? So half of 4 is 2, or 4 halves is 2. That final answer is 26. Okay, now we needed to make this answer. So how many squares Miss Golden needs to cover her bulletin board. Need a right answer. Miss Golden will need 26 squares, silver square, it's okay, squares of silver paper to cover her bulletin board. And then the next part of the answer, it says, will there be any fractional pieces of silver paper left over? No, she will not have any fractional pieces of silver paper left over. Okay, so when we do finish writing, we did all cycle, we read, we draw a picture, we calculate, and we also write our statement at the end. Mrs. Golden will need 26 squares of silver paper to cover her bulletin board. No, she will not have any fractional pieces of silver paper left over. And that is the final work that we have done here. Okay, I really like if you can learn this because it's much logical than this, but still it's thinking about how you can decompose 6.5 and multiply 6 by 4, that makes 24.5 by 4, and that makes 2. You can use language saying what is a half of 4, that's 2, or what is a 4 groups of half, that makes 2 as well. Altogether 26 feet squared. Okay, guys, that was word problem lesson 11. It was Mrs. Z. I hope you like it and you understand it. I love you and stay safe. Bye-bye.